Hi everyone, my name is Chriz Lee and I'm digitally tired because the internet is exhausting. I'm joined here by my guest this week, Eden, who's also known as Pluviiox, who specializes in illustrations and character design.
Hey,
Welcome!
hello.
See, I got that. I
Yeah,
got
you
it.
got it. You got it.
Welcome, so happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. I'm like really excited. The drive here was super simple. This
Oh,
whole
good.
setup was so nice. And like as you guys may know or may not know, like Chris here has been literally like filming and doing like edits and all these different like interviews with me since 2019 for
Yes,
MetroCon.
that's crazy. It's been that long.
Yeah, and like over this progression, you've actually seen like my business grow, like
Yeah.
my stand grow. So I'm like, wow, look at this next set.
I know.
I'm so
Thank
proud of you. It's so good.
I appreciate that. Man, I'm gonna give a tear eye.
I'm just so proud. I love seeing people
Thank
grow.
you. I appreciate it. And thank you for like, because we met that one time. Was it MetroCon?
Yeah.
And then I saw your booth. You had really great stuff, especially like this little ones right here. And I was like, oh, she seems cool. I want to talk to her. And like, I'm curious to know about everything that she's doing. And so thank you for giving me the opportunity to like interview you then.
Yeah.
That's so long ago.
I know.
That's crazy.
And I look back and I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, right. Same. I was like, I could have had a different microphone. I could have edited something differently.
But that's
What
the
am I
good part.
wearing? No, but it's fine. But thank you. I'm
nice.
so happy you're here. So if you could tell us just a little bit about yourself in terms of like, how did you become an artist? What were your humble beginnings, if you may?
Oh yeah. So I've like always had it in me to draw and to do art since I was little, and I just did it. My parents we didn't grow up with technology. Our generation, we didn't have
Right.
it. We just had Crayola crayons, construction paper, and I had sisters, and we would just always draw. It wasn't until like maybe middle school that I started like drawing a little bit more. I entered like art competitions, and then I kind of went into like a little like art block that lasted a couple years. Art block.
Right.
And then when I was 16, one of my friends that I met on Instagram when I first got Instagram, their name is Lay, also known as O15, and they were animating and doing like digital art. And I'm like, you can do that at home,
Right,
Like,
yeah.
you don't have to be like in a studio. So it like inspired me to. I asked my parents, I was like, hey, can I have a digital tablet? They're like, no. They're like,
How about
They're
no?
like, no, that's expensive. And I was like, okay, what if I prove myself that I can do this? So I spent like the next like 2 years filling sketchbooks up over
Really?
and over again. And then my parents were like, we'll meet you halfway. You raise $40, we'll pay the other $40 for like a small like Intuos tablet for
Yeah.
$80. It was the hardest tablet ever because it's one you got to do this and look up.
Yeah.
Like it was not it. But I rocked that tablet until I could afford like my next one.
Yeah.
Which is something like, it's like very humble because it's like when you want something, you'll put your whole heart into it.
Definitely, yeah.
And I just felt it in me, like I really want to do art. And then becoming like the artist like right now, that took a little time because I went to college and I didn't go for art. I went for like science.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Any specific type of science?
Yeah, I went for microbiology, and then I switched over to therapy services, and I have been doing that for like the last like 6 years.
Ooh.
I work primarily in like analytics and behavior specialization.
Ooh.
Yeah, it sounds fancy.
Wait a minute.
No, it sounds fancy, but like CIA, it sounds fancy, but it's not.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it because it gave me that balance, but also it let me like understand like I use a lot of like the behavior analysis when I'm in the artist alley. Like I can see people a little bit differently.
Ooh,
and it
okay.
lets me analyze like numbers a lot more differently. And it also gives me a sense of like I work primarily with like children. So it lets me have like that's still like childlike wonder and be very open and receptive to all types of people. Which is why like if people are like, you're so approachable, I'm like, I try.
Yeah. So wait a minute. So what did you see? What did you see in me? Did you analyze me?
No, I just thought you were nice.
Okay.
Like, and, like,
It was like, let's see if he's with her. Just what he's doing.
yeah. And I'm always like super open. I'm like, if you need something, just let me know. Because that's how when my now husband but then boyfriend, he saw I was doing art. He's like, you should go to a convention with me. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And all I knew was Big Bang Theory. I'm like, ugh.
Oh no.
I was like, is it gonna be funny?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. But when I went, I saw so many artists, and he's like, you can do this. And it was like that first push of encouragement. And I actually talked to a few people like Sushi for a while, and then I talked to like there's a lot of people, a lot of artists, but I would show them my sketchbook, very humble, like, do you think I could do this? And they're like, yeah, you can do it. And I'm like, okay. And then it was like 2018, and then 2019 came. And it was COVID. So that time I was like, you know what? I'm just going to work during these 2 like years to get my art portfolio up before I can apply. And I did Tampa Bay Comic Con because that's like my home show.
Okay.
And like ever since I've been in the artist alley, and it's been a snowball effect. Like my first project ever was the turtle ducks.
Okay. Yeah.
And it started off with little Zuko here, and he had a ponytail, and he was just rocking that season 1 ponytail. And that was like a big opening because it like showed me like you can make anything if you think about it. Because
Right.
I wanted one, but no one had one. I was like, what if I just make it? I didn't think at the time like about like, is this gonna sell? Is this gonna do that? I just did it. And that kind of like joy you feel doing art when you're creating, like you have an idea and you believe in your idea, everything else will follow.
Right.
And it's like super good to be able to come back to that like whole concept.
I love that. So I gotta ask, because you said you started with sketches and then digital art, and these are like plushies.
Yeah, they're like product. It's like product design. It's like a whole
How
other
did you?
realm.
Yeah. So like, how did you go from I'm doing sketches and digital art, but I want to do something like this?
You know what's crazy is that like a lot of people tell me that, like especially like this past year I launched apparel for the first time.
Yeah.
And a
Which
lot of people
I just want to just one of them right here.
And this is screen printed. But when I started doing apparel, people were like, you know what? Like usually apparel's the next step, and then like an actual product. Like it's like you went the hardest realm, then you came back to the easiest one. But I didn't really think it was so hard because I really wanted to do it.
Okay.
So I would just look at plushies I had, because I have so many. Yeah. I was really fast. You know, you got so many plushies in there. And I just drew it out, like exactly what I saw in my head. Like I drew it out. And then I was like, how do I make it into a plushie? And I did a lot of research. I feel like anything you think about doing, you should do research on.
Yeah.
And then I was very fortunate that when I reached out to I came up with like a original design where it was so bummy. It was not cute. I cannot sew. But I was like, this is what I want it to look like, and this is what the drawing looks like. Can we make it happen? And this amazing team was able to make my first plushie for me. And at that time, I was a little baby artist on Etsy, and I was just promoting it. Had no followers on Instagram, and the first batch sold out immediately. I was like,
whoa,
wow.
okay.
I was like, this is cool. I was like, okay. And then I changed Zuko to have like his season like 3 hair.
Yeah, a little emo looking hair.
I love it. He's, my heart's blue. I love it. But then after that, people were like, can you have more? And I was like, you know what? What is Kickstarter? I've seen it before from like authors.
So you use Kickstarter. Okay,
yeah, so I started a Kickstarter, and that was just such a huge like leap of faith. Like I'm just so like thankful. Like I give all my grace to like God. I'm so thankful that he guided that entire project, because when I did it, I was literally, I had no team, no one. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to go with it. We're going to hope that people see it. And when the first day I launched it, it already reached like in a minute, like $1,000.
That's how you know people wanted it.
And I was like, where are all y'all? But it's also like so nostalgic, because the generation I grew up with also loves Avatar, and it shows.
And they have money.
Yeah, right? Yo, like, we had that pre-COVID money.
You got
adult money.
Exactly.
And it was just crazy, because like the project, but like a week before it went to close, Dante Bosco actually saw the ducks in person. Like someone brought like an original duck, and he put it on his story, and then all the voice actors got in on it, and the project blew up. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. So over like the last like 4 years, I spent like a lot of time like with the ducks. They like went on like a little tour.
Yeah.
Like every con I went to, and they like really helped project me like as an artist in a way, but also gave me the ability to be like, okay, this was a nice chapter, and like I made a goal where I wanted to give every voice actor a turtle duck. Yeah. And then when I did that in my head, I was like, okay, the chapter's closed.
Done.
Move on.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a big thing to learn as like an artist. And they call it glory days, but it's okay to do something else. But it's also okay that if with the next thing you do isn't as magnanimous, or it's okay if it's like another like slow roll. Like, So that was like a very hard lesson for me to learn, because I was like, wait, I had such a great high right here. Like,
I want to get back out there. What can I do to get there?
And also, I kind of got tired of people calling me the duck lady. No, it's the duck lady. I was like, I know, I make ducks. Yeah. But I have such a collection of like tiny little ducks like people give me, or like little like the ones that go in your Jeep. Yeah. I have so many, like a whole drawer of them, because people just give them to me. Yeah. And it's like such like a beautiful chapter. Like I hold them so dearly, because it was the first time I actually was like, I can do this. Yes. Yeah. And it's like it's really nice to believe in yourself. Like it's really hard as well, like in this industry. You want validation from others, but you need to find that first in yourself. Yes,
for sure. And I like that you actually realize that of like, okay, so this was the goal, I made that, and I'm allowed to do more. Because I feel like a lot of people, especially with things that they go viral with, that's like, I have to do this for the rest of forever. If I change or do anything differently, people are going to click off. They're not going to, follow me anymore, because I'm just going in a different direction. But I'm glad that you were able to see that and be like, I can do other things, and I want to do other things. And you actually put yourself out there to try other things as well. Yeah. But I want to go back to your sketches. Quick question. You still have the sketchbooks you use when you
I wish
like...
I brought them. They're so bummy. I'll send you pictures. But I have every sketchbook and all my drawings from when I was really little. You guys can't see her. My sister's off screen. We have all our drawings like from when we were very little, like 4 or 5 years old. That's pretty cool. Our mom, I don't know, her mom was like smart. She just kept everything in files. And when we moved out, she gave them back to us. Oh. And I have all my drawings, like everything.
I feel like that's I feel like most parents, if they see their children really into something, they're like, I want to keep this because this is the little
I know.
beginnings.
At first you're like, you're hoarding it, but then
Yeah.
like, thank you. And I think it's so valuable to have things like whether you journal, whether you do content creation,
Yeah.
like just being able to reflect and look back and be like, wow, I grew
I
from
have
there.
gigabytes of
Oh,
like
my
my old, because I
goodness.
started making videos around 2008, 2009, because that's when YouTube started like blowing up around that time. And I saw
Yeah.
other creators like Smosh and all that stuff. Like I was like, I want to do that. And I grew up like watching movies. I was like, I want to do little skits and all that kind of thing. So like I have like gigabytes of just a bunch of really cringy old
No,
videos.
my husband, when we were in high school, he used to make a channel called the Meme Disciples, and we would all pull up to the park and just act out really cringy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it's still on the internet somewhere.
Oh,
But it's okay.
I have I have definitely privated a lot of things, but there's definitely a couple other channels. I don't want to put this out there. I don't want people to look for this. No, but there's a
Yeah.
couple other channels where they're still up because I forgot the password too. So it's just like,
Dude, that's
just
like
like 15-year-old me is just like talking about the most random things. I was like, oh gosh.
I was like, when I first like started kind of getting into social media, I was 16. So that's like whenever like Sleeping with Sirens, Pierce the Veil was coming up, and I had like the emo fringe that wasn't working because I got curly hair. So it was like super cringe, and it's still on the internet because I have no idea how to get into those things. I'm like, if you find it, just act like you didn't see it.
Yeah, right. Let's just ignore that.
That's not me. It's not me. Like this whole like trend where people are like, oh, let's flashback. No, it's not.
I mean, part of it, it's the idea of it is cute because you also look back on yourself. It's like, well, I was like kind of hard on myself, or like, but a part of me is also when I look back at my older videos, I was just kind of like carefree. Like I didn't analyze every frame. I didn't do a bunch of takes. I was just having a good time. You know what I mean? And I feel like nowadays when I'm trying to even create a skit or a video or whatever, I'm in my head of like, this is not gonna go viral. Like this is not what's trendy. This is not. I have to edit it in this way that it'll hook people immediately. And that's one of the things that has always like stopped me to be consistent. Because every time I do something and doesn't do well, I'm like, well, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna stop here. But I'm trying, especially with this, of just doing it. Like I started this podcast before having the proper equipment, but I was like, if I'm gonna wait for the proper equipment, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, and I don't even have like an official logo. Like the logo I have right now for Digitallee Tire podcast is just something I did on Word and took a screenshot of it.
But you started it, and that
Exactly.
is the amazing part
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
I can literally relate to what you're saying so heavily because so whenever this past year I went to last year and a little bit before that I was going to so many conventions like I didn't realize I was running on fumes because I was going to like 30 shows and I was out of my state. I got married in October and I spent like the next like 9 weeks after getting married in different states.
Wow.
I was home and I was like I was like going. I was making art. I was doing like commissions. I was doing art for voice actors. I was doing so much stuff that I didn't realize that I had become like a machine and not myself. And after I did Tempe Comic Con and MetroCon, and those shows were so phenomenal. They were great. I just felt at the very end of it like, what's the point? I was like, what am I doing right now? Because everything I was making, it didn't feel like me anymore. Because when I first started off, I just showed up with what I had, and then now I'm like, wait, I'm just making stuff because it's like either one it's trendy, or two, I'm like, I know that this is my audience, like this is the audience I have, and I kind of like closed my heart to like everybody, because I was like, wait, I'm already in this field right here, I can't move, and I'm just so thankful because like when I got saved, that was the first thing that like really got fixed in my heart was like, you don't have to close yourself off in a box and you can go back to feeling happy again, which means that I had to take a long step back from social media because it really warped me and like the artist alley and everything. I love the artist alley. I love people there. I loved everything I learned and all the individuals I've come across. But me as a person, I know that my mind changed from being happy to do art to being like everything matters on numbers.
Yes.
Like if I would make something, put my heart into it, which I thought I was doing, and it didn't do well, I was like, I guess I'm a terrible artist.
Right, yeah.
I guess I'm not doing like good job. Like I guess I'll never make it. And like that kind of stuff was killing my art, and I didn't realize it. And then when I started to actually sit down and be like, when was the last time you drew for you and didn't post it anywhere? I'm like, that's true. I'm like, I haven't done that. When was the last time I had a sketchbook? I stopped using sketchbooks the moment I started doing art style. I'm like, wait, if you don't give yourself the chance just to draw without being perfect, just being like silly or trying new textures, doing different things, then you're not growing, you're staying in the same spot. And then you wonder like, why am I stuck here? Because in your head, you're like, I have all these ideas, but like I haven't moved on. And that's just something I really relate to because when I started to do like my mail club, I was like, I want to do something like that doesn't need to be like broadcasted anywhere, and that means that I have to take a step back from what I'm usually doing, and I had to let everyone know I was doing something different. And it was very scary because I was like, everyone knows me for doing this, and like all my art looks a certain way. But every time I started posting it, I started feeling happier. Like, wait, and I also started showing myself more on social media. I do not like showing myself. I'm like, no one knows what I look like.
And I've definitely I've seen you more often now posting like yourself in the videos, but also just, I don't know, there's a different vibe of it that just feels nice and happier. But for those that may not know, what do you mean by being safe and this milk? Like, how did you get here? What does that mean?
Yeah. So following August, whenever I had this literally feels like, I say, doomsday feeling where I'm like, nothing matters, I had an encounter with our Lord and Savior Jesus, and he showed me that things can be different, but it took me a while to come to that. It took me till October to fully accept that I'm so tired of living the way that I currently live. I cannot see like a year later, 10 years, like if I'm in this industry and I'm just doing it for money, like I don't want to do it anymore. And it took away a lot of passion. Like I genuinely love art, but I could not love it anymore.
Yeah.
So he went in and he like literally was like, let's try it a different way. And it was so beautiful because I didn't realize I could love art again like I did when I was little. I didn't know I could have that childlike happiness. And even him giving me the idea to start this mail club, he's like, I've reached so many different people through him. Like I didn't realize that there were people out there who would get the letters and send me a message being like, this brought me up.
Aww.
This brought me to tears. Like this helped me endure another day. And I'm just like, that's so beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like and even on like my hardest days, like I'll get like a little nugget of like the beauty that like is coming from just sending letters out. It's like sending a letter out to just like your friends. And it's really nice because like in this whole entire journey, as I'm watching my art change, I'm watching myself change, which is why it's called HeartChange, because it's based on...
Okay. That's good. That's good.
It's based on Ezekiel 36:26, where the Lord will place like a new spirit in you and a new heart in you, who would change your heart of stone to a heart of flesh, which is basically what happened. Like I went from being so pessimistic, like money's everything, to like my art has to look a certain way, to being like, I love art and I love people and I like connecting with people and I'm okay with making anything. And if I make art that's like, I was telling my husband, like fan art, like Tangled or something that I like, I know because I like it, not because I have to make this because I know it will sell.
Exactly, yes.
And it has really changed how I look at things. I look forward to going to conventions instead of being afraid of going. Like MegaCon's coming up. Over the last couple months, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's going on. But now I'm like, I'm happy to be there because I get to see people. But
and that's like a big convention as well. Are you gonna wear, from where the last time I saw you was in, what was the convention? Home-At.
Yeah.
And the setup and the art that you had there, is it gonna be any different now for MegaCon? Are you gonna change some things? What is your new direction? So, what are you gonna keep? I mean, like that sort of thing.
So like, I moved by conviction. So basically, if there's anything I feel like just one doesn't represent me, but also like doesn't like represent my like the brand I want and like also others. I know that for right now I'm gonna like move away from doing a lot more provocative art, because in the artist alley, in the comic industry, you're taught that that's what sells. And I would always feel super icky because it was bringing in like a certain audience I didn't want. And then I was moving away from who I was to like fill into like this space. So I know for me, I want to move away from that, just do art I genuinely really like. So if it is like for fan art, it'll be things I actually genuinely care about, like Avatar Airbender. I love it. But if I do like faith more driven art, like that will be okay as well. But just knowing that no matter the art that I make, it does come from my heart. And I know that I do want to keep continuing with apparel. I love apparel. I love product design. It is something that like I like making things and then physically touching
and
it.
having them. On
like,
hand.
So like being able to like really lean into that and like grow more in that aspect is what I expect. But also a caveat to that is I don't want to work for conventions. Like that idea was really damaging, because I'd be like, okay, I have 9 months to be done with this. I have 6 months. I have 4 weeks. Now it's like, I'm going to make what I have and then I bring it with me. And like who it reaches is who it reaches, and who it doesn't, then like it wasn't meant for them. And just go from that idea rather than making myself live on like timelines, because timelines can be very constricting.
And that sounds very liberating.
I know.
Like it's just, because even if you really have a great idea for a piece, you can just take your time with it. You don't have to be like, oh, I have to get this done, because otherwise I might lose the motivation afterwards because I didn't have it on time. So that's pretty nice.
It's been really
Do
nice.
you have a goal as to where you see yourself in the next few years? Like, do you want to have like a store or a shop? Like what is that kind of future do you see involved with your art?
I know I definitely want to continue brand building for apparel. I see myself like launching a few pieces that will lead into like a bigger one. I know I definitely want to like lean into like cardigans, and then like so I personally I have POTS, which is post-obstetric trachycardia syndrome. So I want to make things that also can help people, because when you're an artist alley and you're standing up for hours at a time, it's very hard on your body. So I want to just make pieces and also like things that help people. So it'll be like an entire brand. Like it's still under Pluviiox, but it will be leaning more into like HeartChange and like that kind of thing. I still want to go to conventions. I dream of one day going to San Diego Comic-Con.
Me too.
No, right? So it's like I definitely want to lean into more of like the product design and building aspect of it. Still with my digital art, but like turning it into actual physical things, because in this tangible world, I personally don't buy posters as much because I love tangible items a lot more. And I realized like as I started making more tangible stuff, like others do too. And it's like you get to walk around with like a piece of the person. Like you.
No, literally. And then we have 2 more back here. Well, that's pretty awesome. I really hope all that works. And I'm going to be there supporting every step of the way, obviously. But in talking about conventions, what are the things that you find to be the most rewarding and the most difficult? Because I can only imagine, because I've assisted a few of my friends when they go to conventions, and it's just having so much art to carry around, and the tables and setting everything up and down, and then you have to fly everything over or drive everything over. What is that experience as a whole for you?
So the very like bottom line, the best thing I have is my husband. He's been like my support from day one. And he has always been there to help me, like motivating me and making sure like I have everything, the checklist and all the stuff that you do bring. It can be a lot. Like I try when I travel, like I used to fly Southwest when they gave you the free bags. They don't give you that no more.
Airlines, man.
But I would like have to sit in there and be like really prioritized. That's why like the back end is so important. Your inventory is so important. Like looking at your numbers and seeing like, okay, so which is good, or like having that feeling, I'm gonna bring this time. So when you're traveling and you're flying, it can be a little better, but you do have the limit on what you can bring. If you drive, you bring everything, but that drive, you better have a buddy. Don't be just drinking Red Bull. Like put your music on, do something. So like they can be challenging in the aspect of like time, of like equipment, and just it is long days. It's 10 a.m. to sometimes 10 p.m. Like they are long, like impacting days. However, it is such a great experience to talk to people. Like I have grown so much, like being here and talking to you, I would not have imagined, because I was very shy and I didn't like talking to people. In my first convention, I brought my little sister who's very patient. She loves talking, and she did all my talking for me while I just slid the cards for people. And that's crazy because like it's my brain. I'm supposed to be representing it, but like I was scared to talk to people. But it's taught me how to open up and talk to people and connect with others, and also like collaborate. Like I've never thought about collaboration. That was super cool too. And I think that's very rewarding, that aspect. Being able to see your art go into other people's hands, them walking up with like, oh my goodness, like this is you. Look at like how I feel doing that to other people. They were doing that to me. And it was like so nice being able to just hand people art. Something I do at every show that no one knows I do. Whenever a child walks up, sometimes they don't have their parent and they do, and they're so excited about something, and their parent goes, I don't know, I give it to them anyways.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah, I always pick a kid out. I'm like, you know what? You had that wonder in your eye.
Yeah.
I give it,
it's like those big eyes. It's like, wow, it's
I like this. Within reason, of course. Like, if it's okay.
Yes, of course.
Like, I give it to them.
Yeah.
And it's been really, really nice and really sweet. And meeting the voice actors have been really nice. One very good story that I had was Michaela, who's Toph's voice actor. She had someone who came up to her table. Her name is Jupiter. And they were blind as well. They couldn't see anything. So a poster wouldn't have been very beneficial if she signed it. She gave her a turtle duck to feel it, to understand the textures. And I was like, that's so beautiful.
That's awesome.
So I have like so many that I have put away because they're supposed to be coming again in Orlando. And I'm just going to give them to them. Like my last little stock that I had that I was going to hoard. Like, you guys can have it and give it away. Like, do whatever you want. Like for my last little bit I had. So I will say like the best part is being able to connect and have community, and there's so many open opportunities out there. Like there are scouts out there, there are voice actors, they do stamp rallies now, like for people to like connect with other artists. There is a caveat to any job, like it is a job.
Yes.
But also like ensuring like you can also have fun while having a job. And if it's not fun, don't do it. Like like, it's okay. It's not for everybody. Like some people are loving Artist Alley and that's their full time, and some people rather have online presence and then show up to them. So it's about like your feel and stuff like that, like what works best for you.
Yeah. I like that you point that out, because I'm sure a lot of artists out there are like, I have to do a convention. Like I have, that's what I'm going to get all the money and everything.
Yeah.
And then there's other people online who are like, I'd rather be in person. I don't want to record myself and pretend to have a persona online
Yeah.
in order to sell my work. So that's pretty nice. That's
And you
pretty
can have
cool.
a healthy balance of both. Like
Yeah.
someone who has like starting to grow a little social media presence and also like has been in person. I like a little bit of both. I like seeing people, but I don't want to fall into that same pattern of just pushing myself so far because I
Yeah.
don't want to ever come off as ingenuine where I'm like
Yeah.
super exhausted and like I missed up or something like that because I'm human. And like you were saying like earlier, it's okay to give yourself that grace to like take a rest. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay to not go to something.
And especially when you have your booth, you are the brand as well. So if
Yeah.
people see you just in a kind of attitude or in a mood, they might just be like, well, she's not, I don't want to
She's not
support her.
cool.
I don't
Yeah,
want to.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you always want to like be super positive. Like like I was saying, something that was very hard as an individual and going into this business world is it's a numbers world.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and as much as like I want to bring that positivity, and I know there's others who do too. It's really hard when people would say like, oh, like I like your art. I'm like, thank you. What did you make today? It's like, ooh, it's like I just want that first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like it's really easy to get like locked in that, and I just encourage others that you don't have to look at your numbers. Like numbers are important.
Yeah.
We have bills. We
Yeah.
have bills. But like go in with that like beautiful, charismatic. Like I'm just so happy to be here because when you're accepted into an artist alley, that is a big accomplishment. Like not everybody gets into an artist alley. There are thousands of applicants and like 300 tables.
Dang,
Like
yeah.
it's very competitive. It can be very like hard when we see them waitlist emails come in. But just know that there's always one available. And when you go, like the moment you step your foot on that property, take every second into account. Like don't like sit and be like, I didn't do this. Like no, so you're doing amazing because you're there. Like you're putting yourself out there. Whether a show goes good or bad, like it is still you're learning something.
Yeah.
You are learning something just by being there.
I'm feeling inspired. I'm genuinely like, because I've had this idea for a long time now where I want to go to a convention and just have a podcast set up and just have cosplayers or artists just walk up, sit down, and just have a quick conversation with them.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the concepts that I have in mind of just like, I want to talk to people. And I feel like when people go to conventions, especially artists and cosplayers, they want to show off what they did or what they worked on. And I want to be that person where it's like, brag right here. Just sit down, let's talk to me and brag about your work or your cosplay or how hard it was to get here and that you actually made it. So I don't know, maybe one day.
Yeah, do
I don't know.
it because you never know. Because that inspires so many people. Like I've had one of my friends. Her name is Kaja, and I remember when I first met her, she was selling just stickers, and I gave her so much encouragement. Like, you're doing amazing. I love your art. And now she has apparel. She's got like microfiber. She's got like mouse pads. Everything.
okay.
Like, and just seeing that growth, like it just takes that one compliment, that one like you got this. You never know. Like someone could run with it. That was all they needed to be like. That's all I needed. Like that one instance of like validation to move forward.
Yeah.
It just means a lot. It's so human. Like we all want to do something that we all love. We all have a passion in us that was placed there. And I know that like since being a child, like God placed that in my heart. So I know that He's placed passions in others' hearts, like just to proceed it forward.
So I wanted to ask you for any artists that out there that's starting out and maybe similar things that you're working like character designs, illustrations. Do you have any advice, especially in this environment where there's just a lot of artists out there and everyone's trying to get their stuff out there and get recognized? And, you know, how do you go through the noise?
Yeah, I think the first and foremost is realizing you're uniquely made. Like everything you will make, everything you perceive in this world, you are unique to it, and your art will be unique, even if there's hundreds or like 10 artists.
Yeah.
And just having that encouragement just to create. It doesn't have to be perfect. You might not have the best lines. You might not have the best like this or that, but just know that every step is going towards greatness. Like there's no such thing as like working to be perfect. You work to improve. You are always learning. You are always improving, like every single day. Like if you think you've reached mastery, then you're still at the tip of the iceberg.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Okay, that's pretty good. Just look for improvement.
Yeah, you move for improvement.
Yeah.
And it's okay to ask questions. Like it's okay to walk up to someone and just ask them, or to try something different, because even if we try something different and we realize I don't really like that, at least you gave yourself the ability to be like, oh wait, I don't really like watercolor, or I don't really like oil painting, or like, oh, I actually really do like crocheting. Like try different forms of art, because they all eventually lead into one bigger picture, which is just creating and just giving yourself that space to. I know that when I first started to do Artist Alley, I was doing art, but I would see other artists and I would be so inspired. I would ask them questions like, hey, how do you do this? Or what do you recommend? And it is okay to ask questions. Sometimes you get answers, sometimes you don't, but at least you asked a question.
Yes, for sure.
You
And
can
you
always ask me questions.
and you're not alone. Like everyone is still, like you mentioned, still
Yeah.
learning, still growing. And I'm sure a
I'm
lot of
still
people,
asking questions.
yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people, even like big artists out there, they're still looking up to artists that they admire.
Yeah.
And I feel like I still want to get to that person. And in terms of, for example, I know since you do a lot of conventions, let's say someone's out there that feels ready, that they want to put themselves out there. What would you recommend in terms of what kind of convention should they go to? Should they start like a small convention? Should they start big? Like what would you recommend?
I go based on like what you feel like you're ready for. Always start based on like your home con. So for me, Tampa Bay Comic Con was like I had already go there before you even do Artist Alley.
Okay. Yeah.
Check it out. Check the vibes out, check the industry out, like see what you like. And also like you can look around at the tables, be like, do I want a 6-foot table? Do I want a 10-foot table? Because a 10-foot table is really big, but also more expensive. It is a cost up front, like you do pay for the table. I would recommend even wind it back to the beforehand. Having a portfolio is what helps you get in.
Okay.
Your portfolio could be social media, or you can use Card, you can use your Shopify website. It's whatever a con can do to see either what the art you make. If you've never set a booth up, it's okay. They just want to see what you're intending to sell. And then if you have a booth or can make a mock-up table in your house, you can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's different ways to do it. And then start at your home show. Just do it. Go in with the hard intent, like, hey, I'm just here just to try it out. Like, no expectations. Take all the things you learn and then take it to the next show if you want to do a show.
Yeah.
Or just look, if you don't want to go do conventions, that's another one. Just build yourself up. Like, you can start easy with, like, social media, or you can
There's
start...
little markets as well.
Little markets.
Yeah.
You can go to Goblin Market is a really good one here in Orlando.
Yeah, I saw you in that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that went to that one.
I'm
So
like,
yeah.
no, God plug them. They're like pretty good. And they also do like Milk Mart, and you can do like really small ones like at your local malls or even bookstores. I see them. Like it is wherever you feel the most comfortable, just to get your toes a little wet, and then you go in.
Yeah, nice, love that. Yay! And then I want to bring back. We were talking about earlier is about numbers and just it's really easy to just get addicted to that.
Yes.
Especially in a world where you going viral and getting a lot of comments and shares and reblogs, and I gotta sell everything, otherwise I'm a failure. When did you reach the point where you realized that, and how did you manage to just step away from that?
Literally, I didn't realize that until last month. I was saying,
by this point, how long have you been doing art?
I've been doing art since doing art seriously since 2016, selling art since 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2026, it took me 6 years.
Right.
Learn from me. But it wasn't until I gave my life to Christ that I realized that I was so addicted to the ideation of numbers, because you want to feel validated. You want people to be like, if you like it, then it's good. But even when I would get one of my reels got 2 million views.
Yeah.
At the end of it, the high's gone.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, okay, and then you get stuck in that, what's next?
Yes.
What do I do next?
Yes.
And something that my best friend Lay told me, it's not about the numbers. You have to act like no one's watching and just do it because you like it. And if people come to you and they like it, then that's great.
Yeah.
It's just an additive, but it shouldn't be your focus. Your focus should be I'm proud of what I made and I put it out there, and everything you make doesn't always have to go out there. Social media is just like someone looking into your sketchbook. Yeah. It's not.
Oh, okay. There's so many quotes.
It's just looking into your sketchbook. It's not about that shouldn't be everything you do. It's just an additive to help people put their eyes on it and inspire and also grow your business. But it shouldn't be all of who you are, because your numbers don't define who you are.
For sure, yeah.
And you never know. When I was trying really hard to be something I wasn't, I would notice those videos weren't doing well, and I would get so hard on myself. And then I just recently did a random video, which isn't so random. The idea came to me.
Well, yes.
I did it and I posted it. And when I posted it, I was like, okay, do your thing. If not. And the first couple of days, I was like, oh, I didn't get many numbers, but I'm happy I did it.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's nice. And then 4 days later, it blew up overnight.
Yay.
And I was like, okay. And it's it's a video of how I believe Jesus sees me. And I saw so many people. There's 50 comments on there saying that this is beautiful. This means so much to me, because I wasn't trying so hard. I was just doing something genuine, and it went crazy. And I was like, wow. And even still, even when it going crazy, I'm like, okay, that's
cool.
fine.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I
moving
don't
on.
feel pressured
Yeah.
to like have to sit down and be like, okay, I gotta make another one. No, I make what I feel in that moment, and that's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes doing quality is better than doing quantity. You don't have to push out content every single day,
Yes, yeah.
hoping someone will see it, because who will see it will be meant to see it when it happens.
Yeah. And I love to hear it, because that's one of the things that I've struggled in the past. Like, I don't know, I've been trying to be a content creator for over a decade by this point. But my biggest issue has always been consistency. And it's because sometimes I get into the headspace of like, I have to follow the trends. I have to post every day. I have to post every weekend. Like I have to do all of these things, but I don't want to, I always force myself to do those
Yeah.
things, because I'm not always motivated to do something. I just have an idea and I'm going to record it. I'm going to upload it and then have a good time. And then that's it. But I find that, but now people enjoy that. I have to make another one. But I've always struggled with being consistent, because I've always felt like it has to be the same thing. But I am not the same person. I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. I'm always changing it. For a short while, I tried being a cosplay photographer, and it became of like, okay, well, I did this really awesome shoot with this great cosplay and everything looks great. Now I feel like every other picture has to be the same. Like, it has to be the same quality, has to be the same edit. And that became really exhausting really quickly.
Yeah. 'Cause
So
we
I
hold
was like,
ourselves to this
Exactly.
standard that no one can see
Yeah.
but ourselves.
exactly. So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I kind of just slowly just stepped away from it, even though I was enjoying it and I was having people reach out of like, hey, I would love to like do this photo shoot with you. But I find myself just being like, I can't get there again. And I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, I'm going to recommend you to someone else that does cosplay photography and is a professional and he enjoys doing that. But when I found myself that I wasn't enjoying it anymore, sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
And like, part of me is proud that I haven't allowed myself to just do things for the sake of doing them. And one of the reasons why I'm enjoying doing this podcast a lot, is because I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I've worked a process that allows me to edit when I have the time, to record when I have the opportunity to do so. And it's been a great time so far. Like, I haven't felt this joy of creating in a long time, that like I have this episode recording with you and I'm already like, I can't wait to edit this. I can't wait to post it. I can't wait to like put it out there. So it's generally been great and I'm enjoying it. So generally it's just a matter of just do it when you feel like it, and everything else will come by. Everything else will just happen after that.
I think that we get so caught up in when we find a passion that we're like, this has to be my job. And yes, we do want it to become our full times, but letting it happen naturally instead of forcing yourself to like for me, like I was investing so much into things. So I was like, this is going to be it, this is going to be it. But rather than doing it now a slow progression, I'm seeing a lot more growth in such a short time, because I'm allowing myself to be like steadfast with it instead of being like super into it, like super fast. I'm just taking my time, enjoying what I'm doing, and posting when I want to post it, and like actually like taking the time. Every time someone follows me, I go and like click on their profile and I look through it, and I just see who are you? Like, you're a person. You're not those are people.
Yes,
those are other people. And that is like me and my husband we started a podcast called Respond and Render, and it is like a passion project of just us. And because he's a streamer and he streams like first person shooter games, that kind of thing, under a blink of an eye. And he's like, what if we do a podcast where like you talk about your art and I talk about video games, and we meet in the middle with our interests?
Yeah,
and
nice.
It's like you're just doing it because you love it.
Yeah.
And like whatever comes with it is secondary, and it's a good additive, but you do it because you love it. Like doing art because you love it, and then the full time will come. Like all the blessings will come. Like just doing it from your heart is what matters the absolute most. Like whether you want to be an artist, BMX rider, I don't know, like you've NASCAR, whatever, like an author, writers. Like I know so many people, and it's just like what we're saying, like a reoccurring theme. Just do it. Just try it out. Like just start it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to happen overnight. You don't want it to happen overnight, because when, for example, like my turtle ducks like went crazy, like it what felt like in 2 weeks. I felt like overwhelmed during that time, but also like it was super great. But I'm way more okay with a slow rise, because I know I will be a lot more prepared when I get to right here.
Let's talk about HeartChange real quick.
We can actually do like a little like unboxing, if we will.
Yes,
so like
please.
Behind us, we have like some of my apparel I made for my recent shows. So like Saja Boys and like Huntrix were like super banging for me. And this is my personal one, so if you see Cheeto dust stains, ignore it.
You couldn't.
No,
but they're there.
they're there. And then we have like of course, like the turtle ducks. And then this is something that I started last month where I don't have my first letter because I sent them all out. But this is my new one. So if you haven't seen it yet, like you're getting a sneak peek. Sorry. Oh, wait, I'll let you open it.
Oh, okay. I love I just got
So this month is based
a little love
on,
for the outside, little doodles in there.
This month is based on basically like the Lord will provide. So anything, whether it is money or whether it is wisdom, whether it is like kindness or a friendly word, He will provide it to you. And
Also, I just gotta say that. Oh no!
it's okay.
Sorry,
I'll set you
hold on.
back up. I'll set you back up.
Please,
I got
please,
you.
please. I love the logo you made for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it in there.
It's
HeartChange
crazy
right
because
there.
I was on that logo for a while and I just kept redoing it over and over again. And then finally, like, it came to me and I was just so happy because it's like He's in the center and like that means He's in the center of my heart. So like every time
That's
I sit
pretty
down,
good.
yeah, I know. Every time I sit down in my studio, I'm like, okay, what are we gonna make? And we're gonna make it from our heart.
A little bit of
that's fine.
ASMR though, just. Oh wow!
Yeah, it's like unveiling it.
Oh, cute. Wait, what do I show first? Okay, I'm gonna show
Okay.
this first, and you
Yeah,
can talk
yeah,
about it. Look at this.
Look at the little fish he got. So I made him. And this is based on the miracle of the 5 pieces of bread and the 2 pieces of fish. But also, this allowed me to try a new medium, like I was saying, of trying something different.
Yeah.
Where I can just slow down, watch Tangled and watch Entangled Always, and make something handmade. This is
There
the
you go.
sticker.
Is this on focus? I hope this is on focus. You can see as long as you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cute.
These are punch cards.
Okay, what are punch cards
So
for?
punch cards. So I don't know. Have you guys ever seen the Polar Express where he punches things out?
Yes.
This is like basically like going to a boba shop and punching out. It gives you that motivation. Like I can
Blessing punch card, yeah.
So this one's being like today, like I got blessed to pay my bills. I got blessed to eat a meal, or I got blessed to meet with you today, like and have this amazing conversation. I punch it out and I count for every blessing in my life that are all positive. Like I had the opportunity to draw today. Like
Yeah.
it's giving you that moment to really reflect on your day and be like, wow, like a lot of amazing things happened today, and it just gives people
This
motivation
is
to
really
boop, boop.
cute.
Oh,
This is nice, and it's also another like physical thing that you can do
Yeah.
and have that feeling that like, yeah, I did this. I did do something, and this is the same one but bread.
Yeah, so this one is basically like every day, like you cannot live on bread alone, which is basically the bread is the word, and like just if it's a verse, if it's a chapter or word,
Yeah.
you just read open your book and you just punch it out. You're like, oh, I did something today. Boop.
This is really cute. And then we have the letter.
Yeah, and I started adding little doodles. So this is like me with like, I'm gonna add a recipe card in here for like my bread recipe I do because guys, I love to cook, and it's just me with bread, and it's like super cute, and it's just me talking and just talking about the different things going on in life, and then at the very end I put like a little prayer and I write their name, like whoever.
That's really fun. That's really cool. Also, this episode will probably come out in like April.
Yeah.
So February already happened. So hope you enjoyed this one. I know I did.
Yeah.
This is really beautiful. How long does it take you? Like, is it this one of those things where you sit down and then like, I know, like, here we go. Everything does it take you a while to write everything out?
Well, yes and no. So all the things for this year have already been planned out, essentially. Like,
Okay.
when I was going through it myself, like I was going through the Gospels, I would doodle because that's how I process. Like on homework, I doodle.
Okay.
And every doodle, I didn't realize was a sticker design until I was all done with like Matthew. I was like, wait. This is like a piece of the puzzle. And as I know, I'm putting them together. Like every time I sit down, like when I say I sit down in my studio, it comes together. It's like, oh, wait, add this, do that. And then all of a sudden the letter's all done. I'm like, wow, that was pretty cool.
I love that. And then, yeah, you do have like the space to put the name that you're going to send it. That's so
it's a lot more
smart.
like,
This is personalized,
yeah,
and
personalized.
more intimate that way. This is awesome.
Thank you.
I love this so much.
And like I even on like the paper, I like did like a watery design. So it like looks like water for the fishy.
Nice. And every month is different.
Yeah, every month's different.
Okay, got it. What was January?
January was based on the 99 so it was like a lot more like a lamb themed one where there was like a sheep and a shepherd staff like sticker, and I had a postcard, and it's based on the scripture that he will always come back for his one. So no matter how far you go or where you go, or like, no matter what happens in your life, like you can always come back, and he will always be there waiting for you. And it was a really like cute letter because that's how I felt. Like I went so far into this world and was like so lost, but then now I feel found. And that's,
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And if people would like to get one of these letters from you, where can they
You
do
go
that?
on my website, Pluviiox. I do have like in a big bold like HeartChange, the letter mail club, and you just click there. Or on my front page, it has like my testimony. You just click on it, and it is a monthly subscription for $12. But you get all these amazing goodies, and they're never the same. They're always changing. Sometimes you get a recipe card, sometimes you get a postcard, sometimes you get a letter, but you always get a word.
Yeah. And they're unique every month, and they all come from you, and it's beautiful. And do it. This has been great.
Oh, I'm so glad.
This has been, I haven't stopped smiling this entire time. I was just like, this is great. Please keep talking. But thank you so much for being here. Do you have any last words you want to share? Is there anything you want to tell people about yourself, or any advice in the artist community?
Just continue to be yourself and just continue to do things from your heart and trying new things. I'm just very blessed that, like, for me, like, Jesus was able to reveal in my heart that art is what I'm called to do. And if you have a calling, if you have anything that you want to do and you had in your mind since you were little or a tot or too new or you're older, just do it. You never know what you're going to get. And also, like, you're worth way more than the numbers. You're worth way more than the money. You are an individual and you are wonderfully and beautifully made. Just continue to do your thing. So, yeah, you might see more things in the future, and I hope that you do. It's been great.
Thank you so much for being here. Where can people find you if they want to continue for your journey and stuff?
Yeah. So I'm on social media under Pluviiox. That's my website. I'm also on TikTok and on YouTube. I actually just posted a video you can check out. Yeah,
just showing the Pluviiox.
Yeah. And then I have a couple vlogs coming out, so you can always catch me on the go or on my my join podcast account with my husband, Respond and Render. So or at conventions, just come say hi. I'm always there.
Yay! Thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure. You're so cool.
Oh,
yeah, this is great.
This is great. I was very nervous because like I'm always like nervous to talk, but I felt such a flow here. Like,
Good, yeah.
I check out all the videos.
Check them all out, please.
Please.
But seriously though, thank you so much for watching. Check out our previous episodes where there's a bunch of amazing artists. Artists great. Please support the artists, a small business. Everyone just putting themselves out there in this creative way. And have a good rest of your day.
Bye.